boundaries were all pretty easy to pick, so I'm going to say clear on everything. And then this one, yeah, they were all clear. So I'll put clear for now. So that is the one I whiffed on and should have really done in the field. So I need to do texture, roots and pores. Boy, I don't feel very good about doing roots and pores. I could do pores here, I guess, but roots is not the best. Doing them from a bagged sample is not the best. These are all, I'd say, fine. There's quite a few of them, so I'd say that probably meets the criteria for many. So I could probably do many fine, roots throughout. And here I could probably do maybe common, fine throughout. The third horizon I still have, you know, some, so I'd probably still do common, fine throughout. The fourth horizon I still have some in there, but the fifth horizon I don't think I have any, so I'll probably dash that out, and I might do few, fine. And then the T, I might still do T. There were still rocks there. Okay, so pores, I'm going to say for the first one, many fine dendritic tubular, because that fits pretty well with, you know, granular structure. Makes sense. Many fine dendritic tubular. The next one, I think if we look at the pores here, I'll do common fine dendritic tubular. This horizon, I think I could still do common, fine, and I might change them over to just IG, so irregular, just the every kind of shape. This horizon, fourth horizon, there's still some. I'll still go common, fine, irregular. The bottom horizon, not a ton there, so I might go few, fine, irregular. Okay, so I went ahead and worked up the texture balls for all of these, and so now what I'm going to do is see how long a ribbon I can make. And I will say these are pretty smooth, so probably even the siltier side of the textural triangle. So it's important to get all the chunks. Oh man, dropped that in my driveway. Yeah. And that's a good thing about having a big texture ball, is I can just get rid of some of those pieces I messed up there. But I'm going to take this and make a ribbon. See how long a ribbon I can make. So I can make a pretty long ribbon before it breaks off. So I think I'm going to put this one down as a silty clay loam. It's not, you know, it didn't make an infinitely long ribbon, and it works up pretty hard, but it's not terrible. So I'm going to call this a silty clay loam. Probably put down about 34% clay on that one. So texture, SICO, 34% clay. Second horizon, see what we have. Okay. Let's see. I think it's still a silty clay loam. It's getting real close to the silty clay line though. So, let's see what I get here. Probably go like a silty clay loam. Maybe, I think I'm gonna go silty clay loam 38 on that one. So I do think it's pushing the line, but not quite there. This one, similar, big rock in it right there. Let me throw that out. Similar, basically. Do I need to move it up one? Maybe move it up a class. The silty clay. If it is, it's right about the line, so it's not far away from that one. I think I'm going to go ahead and stay with silty clay loam and move it to 39%. Next horizon. I'm going to go silty clay loam, knock it back a couple percent to a 37. And then the fifth horizon, which I've been kicking around whether or not I want to call this a CR or a C horizon. When I went to work up the texture ball, it worked up pretty easy, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to call this a C instead of a CR. So I'm probably going to call that one a silty clay loam. Maybe move that down to 34 or so. So similar to the first one. You know, I'm gonna drop that to 32. It's a little bit lighter yet. So that has ended up, so I have a silty clay loam across the board. So the whole depth, 145 centimeters, the whole thing silty clay loam. And yeah, with that, I think I'm pretty ready to give my description names for the horizons. So first one, I'm going to have an A for sure. I don't think I'm going to put a P on this. I was told by the landowner that it was plowed at one time, that they think, maybe in the 1950s. But based on the plant community that was out there, there was big blue stem, Indian grass, various forbs. I didn't see any real indication. So personally, I think I'm just going to stick with an A. The second horizon, clay content, I had it go up, so that makes me think about, and I have clay films in it, so I should probably go with either a transition like a BA, or I should go with a BT1. I think today I'm going to choose a BA. Still have, yeah, it's a judgment call. It's a choice, really. So this third horizon, clay films, plenty, so BT would be right. And then I went with a BC on this horizon, and that's where the gravel was in at 50%. So because of that, I think I'm going to put a 2 out in front of it. And then I have to decide what to do with this horizon. So I think these two horizons are related to each other. So I could either go with a 2 CR. That's right, I'm not going to call it a CR now. I'm just going to call it a straight C. I think I'll just stay with this and call it a 2C. So now what are my parent materials? Well, on the front side of the card, of the sheet, description sheet, some of the info I need to share with you is that it was a 5% slope. I was questioning, was it a foot slope? Was it on the bottom part of the back slope? But it's somewhere in there. So based on that, I think I'm going to say our parent materials here are going to be, I had initially said less over bedrock. I think I'm going to change my mind to colluvium over bedrock. And that's because when I was working on my texture balls, I was throwing out like 1% gravel or so out of there. So it's not just a pure sample. I should probably say for these horizons, you know, 1% gravel would be more accurate. But it is clearly less influenced. That's what I want to say. There's a less influence here. There was probably a small, thin amount at one point that then would have been, you know, mixed in with the influence of the bedrock over time. So that completes this description. Hope you enjoyed the description today.